Okay, hold on. Before we start today's video, I want to try something interesting. See, I was reading this about article how smartphones have changed our daily routine. Like the average person checks their phone 96 times per day, which means every 10 minutes we are interrupting whatever we are doing. And if you checked your phone on this ring right now for a notification, you, my friend, have this virus. Yes, this virus. And it's not just with our generation. 5 to 6 year old children spending hours on phones scrolling reels and short, else they won't eat food. Kids crying because the tablet is taken away. They can't watch Cocomelon. I'm now scared to travel on trains because I'm tired of hearing that cringe laughing sound from YouTube and Instagram reels. And this constant switching between tasks is actually rewiring your neural pathways. Attention span has fallen to a glorious low of 8 seconds. Like we had this rule in editing. We had to cut short text, put montages every 10 seconds. Now that goes out of the window to 8 seconds. And see, now the video felt better to watch and consume, right? More engaging, less boring. Your brain was getting the stimulation it craved. But here's the scary part. You, my friend, you just experienced brain rot in real time. The fact that you needed a cartoon game and background music to focus on basic information, that's not normal. And if you think about it, this manipulation is everywhere. Like be it WhatsApp, Instagram, Snapchat, Zepto, Swiggy, even Blinkit. They all have these red dots on top of them. And when you see these notification badges, just can't resist yourself. You open the specific app and then the doom scrolling starts. You, my friend, are going through a disease. In fact, watching this video at 1.5x is also not normal. In fact, if you're still here in the video, you're part of the top 60%. Almost half have already left this video. This is what we call brain rot. In fact, this was the Oxford's Dictionary of the Word for the year 2024. And it's happening to millions of people worldwide. And you might know at least one of this content. And if you know all of them, that's strange. And the question is, this virus is destroying our youth. How are these apps destroying your focus, your talent, your future? And if you are in the top 10% and watch this video till the end at 1x speed, I'll tell you how can you cure it. My name is Pratik, this is TW Explains, and let's break it down. Now, before we dive in further, I was reading this book called Hooked by Neerayal, who is a psychologist who worked in such a social media company. Now, let me explain how this app tricked the brain with an example. It is a 4-step model. Like, let's take an example of my father. He woke up at 5 a.m. He had mostly nothing to do, but had an inherent trigger to walk or know the world. This is step 1, trigger. And to resolve this trigger, he took action. He just went for a walk or read a newspaper or just played chess for hours. And after hours of reading or walking, he got the feel-good factor. That is step 3, reward. And he kept on doing year on year. He's 60 now, but fitter. He has really good current affairs knowledge because of reading newspaper. And now if you pick up this 4-step model and apply to us, we get up in the morning and our trigger is external. You turn on internet and there is boom, notifications. You take an action. You quickly open the app, swipe, scroll, like. The reward is memes, likes on your stories, comments on your posts. It's so instant, you don't need to spend hours of walking or reading newspaper. Your investment is your meaningful data, photos uploaded with friends, your follower count. That's step 4. And you noticed what took my dad so much time to get rewarded? It is instant for us, right on your bed. So why would you exercise? Why would you read? This is your dad's brain and this is yours. Rotten by the social media apps. And don't think this is a mistake. These apps are targeted. They are designed carefully using neuroscientists so they can hit this part of your brain in 3 different ways. And now that you have realized that you are also of the brain rot tribe, well, there are 3 symptoms of brain rot. And the first one will explain exactly what happened to your brain during our intro. Dopamine hijacking. Let me explain what dopamine actually is. It's not the happiness chemical which makes people think they get happy. It's the dil mange more chemical. Every time you get that notification, see a new video or hear that Instagram, your brain releases a small hit of dopamine. Not because you're happy, but because your brain thinks something rewarding is coming. It is the anticipation which gives the high. But here's where it gets crazy. Tech companies have figured this out. The perfect formula to hack this system. Natural dopamine works like this. You're hungry, you search for food, you find it, you get rewarded. Effort first, reward later. But apps work like watching a cricket match. Sometimes there's a boundary, sometimes there's a wicket, sometimes just singles. You never know when the excitement will come, so you just keep watching. Instagram feeds work the same way. Sometimes you see something amazing, sometimes nothing interesting, but you keep scrolling because the next post could be the 6 you're looking for. This randomness creates what psychologists call variable ratio reinforcement, the most addictive pattern known to science. Remember that demonstration we did at the beginning? You felt more engaged when we added music and gameplay, right? That wasn't an accident. Your brain was getting multiple dopamine hits in anticipation that something is about to happen. Colorful gameplay catches your eye, background music stimulates your audio cortex, fast-paced editing keeps you alert. Information is still coming through. Your brain thought this is more rewarding than boring, slow content. But here's the problem. Once your brain gets used to this level of stimulation, normal activities, day-to-day mundane, feels incredibly boring. Like, suppose reading this big of a book, too slow. Having a conversation, not stimulating enough. Watching a regular movie, even that needs to be faster now. In fact, Netflix had to introduce speed options for movies and series where you can watch content at 1.25x or 1.5x speed. And this is why you probably watch YouTube at 1.25x or 1.5x. In fact, I bet you're still watching it at 1.5x. If you buy YouTube Premium, you can speed up the video up to 4x. People paying money to have faster speed? Like, damn it, where does it stop? This is why you need background music for simple tasks. This is why you can't just sit quietly anymore. Your dopamine system has been completely hijacked by artificial stimulation. It is designed to be more addictive than anything in nature. Now, the second reason behind brain rot is something called attention residue. Dr. Sophie Leroy from the University of Washington discovered this phenomena in 2009. She found that when you switch tasks, your attention doesn't fully transfer. Some of it remains residue from what you were doing before. It's like having multiple browser tabs open in your mind, all running in the background, slowing everything down. Like, let me show you how serious this problem is with a really quick test.
क्या करना है, क्या बोलना है?
We divided people into two groups. We recited names of 10 commonly known objects to us. Very simple. All they have to do is remember those 10 names and then just repeat back to us in no particular order. But here was the twist. Where Group A could immediately recite the names that were being told to them, Group B had to watch 2 minutes of Instagram reels with full volume and then try to remember the 10 names that we told them. Okay.
Now they will not remember anything.
And guess what? The group which was watching reels
नहीं याद आ रहा. Apple, banana, cherry, pomegranate. एक तो बोलो, एक बोलो.
barely could remember 2 to 3 names.
मुंबई, पीकॉक, जेम्स,
मैंगो, लायन, टाइगर.
कुछ भी याद नहीं है.
And group which did not watch reels could remember at least 7 to 8.
एप्पल, बनाना, मैंगो, चेरी, जैम.
banana, apple, mango, Mumbai, jam.
banana, cherry, mango, jam, tiger, lion, football, Bombay.
And just for the sake of it, people who could only remember 2 to 3 names after watching 2 minutes of reels, we recited the names again to them and then asked them to immediately tell us back, and we could see the score instantly doubled.
Mumbai, hockey, cherry, jam, banana, apple, mango.
So after this fun experiment, you could see how digital distraction literally erases information from your brain. This is happening to you dozens of times every single day. Every notification, every quick phone check, every task switch is dividing your attention and you're forgetting things. Your brain wasn't designed for this constant task switching. It was designed to focus on one thing at a time, go deep, and then move on. And the third and final symptom behind brain rot is something called cognitive offloading. This is basically we outsource our thinking to devices instead of using our own brains. And let me ask you something. Without looking at your phone, can you tell me your best friend's phone number? Or your own Aadhaar number? Or can you just remember your parents' phone number? Most of you probably can't. And that's the problem. We use AI for simple math like what's 15% of 2500? There's even a name for this. It's called the Google effect, discovered by psychologist Betsy Sparrow from Columbia University. Our brains have learned that if information is easily accessible online, we don't bother remembering it. We just remember where to find it. And in the Google effect study, people who knew they could save information later performed worse on memory tests. Their brains literally decided, why remember this when I can just Google it. And then you ask Pradeep, what's the problem here? At least I'm still getting the right answer. How does it matter if it's Google or my brain? Well, that's not the problem. The problem is inability to remember anything. When you stop using your memory, it weakens. When you stop doing mental math, you lose basic maths. And when you stop navigating on your own, you lose spatial awareness. Like, is this left or is this left? Like, I have a friend who got completely lost in his neighborhood when his phone battery died, and at the same place where he lived for 5 years. Memory is like a muscle. You use it or lose it, and we are collectively choosing to lose it. And these are the reason why it happens. And if you're making a TW Explains video, we just don't highlight a problem. We come up with solutions as well. So how do you cure brain rot? And see, it's very easy to say. apps are tricking us, we are helpless, the government should interfere, it's not us. Well, your brain can be rewired to get better. The problem is you. It's scientifically possible. Number one, unfollow or unsubscribe at least one brain rot channel today. Like this channel, I found out is literally called Brain Rot Journey. It says brain rot and has 1.6 million subs with consistent viral views. So, baby steps, do at least unfollow one. And if you have small kids at home, slowly take away their TV or smartphone access and do boring stuff with them. Play Ludo, paint, draw or sketch. And uninstalling apps don't really work. You will install it quicker than you uninstall it. Here's a small app that I use intently. So every time I open my smartphone like this, it asks the reason to open the phone. And then when you're lost in your phone, it reminds you the same reason why you unlocked your device. Small but highly effective. At times I had no reason to enter, so I just put back my phone. And here's one way we do at TechVisor. Like we here at TechVisor often do #TeamTW events. We go out to arcade games, badminton, or even pickleball and do other physical activities where all of us actually touch some grass and forget using our phones. So basically, we just need to pick up some activities and go back to basics. Go out, socialize. This helps you feel good and slowly it will also keep your urge to scroll in check. Let us know what are your thoughts on this solution, or if you have a better one, do write down below. We'll pin the best ones. Comment section is all yours. This is Pradeep signing off. See you in the next video. Pew pew.